It's not always a mountaintop or a national forest. Tonight, it's somewhere a little different. A little weirder, and honestly, a little nostalgic. It's a little cold out here. It's the April Stealth Camping Challenge, set by me, the Haiku Challenge. So let's dive right in. We're going to the fair. It's the off-season. The fairground's closed. No funnel cake, no fried butter, no rodeo. Just me and the ghosts of deep-fried memories. The dog stand is closed. Summer laughter left behind. Quiet. Stillness takes the stage. He's in the fairgrounds. He's in the fairgrounds. He's in the fairgrounds. I like to scout stealth camps a day ahead when I can. Helps me find a good hideaway. And just in case, make sure there aren't any overnight rodeos planned. We've got this huge area. This is where our Canada Day celebrations and our fireworks usually are. Right in this area. There's the water tower in the distance. The fairgrounds were quiet. A little too quiet. But tucked away behind a livestock barn, I found something strange and beautiful. Rows of old farm equipment and antique trucks just sitting there, like a museum no one visits anymore. These are cultivators at the front. Which one's your favorite? I love these little ones, the A. This one looks like it's named Jason. It's like each one of them has a story to tell, just like you and me. And this is where the driver sits, and that's the steering wheel. Ooh, if I could get in there. Like, I don't even know what this machine is. Is this like an old forklift, or is that just a great forklift? Rust clings to old wheels. No one's plowed these fields in years, but the tools remain. There's something kind of reverent about it, like the fairground knows its roots, corn dogs and combines. I'm looking for three things. One, I'm looking for something flat. Two, that's not visible from the road, which is right there. Three, no obvious skunk dens. Is there a spot between the tree and this baseball cage? No, there's no room to camp there. Oh, right there would be a great spot. Maybe. This spot between the blacksmith shop and the trees looks promising. Just enough cover and smells only mildly weird. Between boards and trees, the wind plays an old jingle. No one's there to cheer. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow and bring my tent and my sleep system, and we are going to do our first stealth camp in Canada. Okay, so it's the next day. I am just gonna go to the site and stash my bag. I've got it all packed. And then tonight, I can be stealthy about going to the site because I'm thinking it'll look more suspicious if I go there at night with this pack on. Like, it's got a trekking pole. That's how I can set up my tent. And it's a small town, so people will notice. But if I go there, just hike without a backpack, it'll just be a little bit more stealthy. Okay, that's my spot up there. I didn't realize it's baseball season already, so there's some kids over there playing ball. I don't know what time they're done, but like I said, I'm just gonna stash my bag right now and I'll come back. I didn't realize there'd be people all over the place here. There's a guy walking on the track. It's a busy place. Okay, so this is gonna be my spot. And my bag is just stashed in under there. I think it should be fine until I come back for it tonight. I hope. Ooh, I could put it in behind here. Will anyone notice that? Is that a better place? I think it's a good plan to hide it a little bit more securely. It was, fairly visible if you looked there, but I don't think many people will be coming through here because it's the shoulder season. But like I said, there's some ball players. Sorry, it's a little bit windy. There's some ball players and there are people around. So I'm gonna hide it a little bit more securely, and then I'll be able to do my stealth camp. If it disappears, I can't even do a camp. So it's pretty important. I will secure it better. There. Oh yeah, that's a lot more stealthy. Even if you look, you're not going to see that. Yay. Hey, the bag is stashed. I just have to come back here tonight and do my camp. Okay guys, so it's about 8 o'clock. The sun's gonna set in a couple minutes. And I brought my supper. But I'm just going to go to my spot, set up camp, and hopefully have a good night. So over there at the Ball Diamonds, I still see 2 vehicles. Believe it or not, there are still people there at the Ball Diamonds. Okay, let's see if my stash is still there. This is where I put it. And like I said, you can't see it. Oh yeah, it's still there. Look at that. Can you see it? That's where I'll put my garbage in the morning. I want to go to my spot and set up camp, but I think I look a little conspicuous with this bag. Don't you think? I mean, this is a small town and people notice things here. I'll just hang tight. I can still see the vehicles over there. So, I mean, they're a long ways away. They're way over there. They're still there. Oh, guys. I wanted to have camp set up by now, but maybe I'll set up camp. It'll just be in a different location than what I thought it would be. So I wanted it on a level spot right here. Right over here somewhere. But that's really visible from where they are over there. So what I'm going to do is I'll put it here in behind this little shelter, and if it starts to rain I can move inside, but for now I'll put my tent here. I just heard something. So wouldn't you know it, I forgot my tent poles, but I was able to find some pieces of wood. Hopefully this works. Stealth camping means keeping it simple. No fire. The idea is leave no trace, and ideally no suspicion. If this works right, no one will ever know I was here. Except all of you. It just blew over. I have to secure it from the back. Okay. It's starting to rain. I'm definitely on a little bit of a tilt. There's my little tent set up. Nobody's gonna know. Right beside the old blacksmith shop. He's gonna go camp with me, I guess. So now I know if I hear a sound at night, it's gonna be that bunny. A big jackrabbit that just ran by. He didn't see me till last minute. He wasn't expecting anyone out here, so I think I'm pretty safe. I'm gonna go and eat some dinner now. Tonight's menu, one slightly squished submarine. It's time for spaghetti. Got the old fireball here. So, do you know what I just realized? The rain. This roof is sloped this way, right onto my tent. That might not be so good. To not getting caught. What was on the menu tonight was like my squish submarine and party mix I haven't eaten yet, but also the sweet spice of adventure. Empty fairground sheds, echoes behind bolted doors, twilight through the trees. It's like the fairground is asleep, dreaming of corn dogs and country ballads. So that was probably a raccoon. Oh, disaster. I just heard something. So that was probably a raccoon. Okay, that was either a raccoon or someone just opened a gate. One of the risks of stealth camping in civilization, people.
And unlike bears, people ask questions. Well, guys, if that was security, they're not stopping, but I'm still not letting my guard down. No sudden moves, no flashlight, and definitely no TikTok dance. There's a house over there. I don't know if that's what I hear. You know what? Stealth camping in your hometown and being a small town is a lot scarier than stealth camping in amongst strangers in Bolivia. I don't know why, but my heart is beating. Okay guys, I'm all ready for bed here. I've got my night clothes on, which means I just took off my jackets. I had a rain jacket on, and then I had a puffy on, so I took them off. Myself in. I might change my head because it's really light at this side. Like there's a street light at this side of the tent, but this side is dark, so I might just change my head around and sleep at that side, which means I gotta change my vestibules and which one's open, which one's closed. Maybe I can just open them both. That might eliminate some more condensation. As you know, I've been having problems with my condensation at night in my tents. This is the CPAC Soloplex, and it's just a single wall tent, and I find it hard, especially when it's raining or in the rainforest. I found it very hard to keep everything dry inside and out. Everything was soaked. And I'm not going far. I can bail at any time. I'm not far from home or from where I'm staying, and it's not going to be the end of the world if I have to go home because everything's soaked, but I just don't enjoy it. So I'll try and keep things dry. I'll hang that Kula cloth at the apex of my tent, and that'll absorb some condensation. For sure, it did. I could wring it out in the morning when I used it in Bolivia. It sure kept things drier. And I meant to bring a microfiber cloth so I could wipe down the inside walls, but I forgot that today. I forgot my tent poles. Oh God, I forgot my tent poles today. Where was my mind? I was just thinking, I'm doing the stealth Alliance challenge. I was excited about it, and I'm also excited. I've got some news, you guys. I'm going to be I thought I'd be living with my mom for the summer, and things just aren't going the way I expected them to. It never goes that way, right? And never try to live with your parents when you're a grown-up. It just doesn't work. No matter how good of friends you think you are, never try to live with your parents. In America, anyway, in Canada, I mean, it just doesn't work. I know you do lots of that in other countries, in Mexico, in Bolivia, in India, in Philippines. I know you guys, you'd make it work, but we're just so used to our independence here in Canada, and it's hard to go back to living with your parents because they'll always be your parent and they'll have their own rules. And you know, I lived with my daughter for a period of time and we got along great, but that was because I was in her space and I didn't put my rules down because it was her space, right? But I'm in my mom's space and she's got rules. And that's hard being 52 independent woman and going back to basically being a 10-year-old, not gonna work. So I've got news for you. I'm going to live in on a farm near a small town, like tiny village in Manitoba. It's got a little pond on the property, and I'm excited about that. So I will have lots of footage of that. I hope to do some camps on the property, and like it's a big farm. I don't know how many acres it is, but I'm excited about it. So I've got lots to show you. Stay tuned. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and share your stories. Share what you're excited about. If you've ever lived on a farm, what your roots are, tell me about it. If you've got a haiku to share, let me know. Now's the time. Anyhow, I'm gonna turn in for the night. I'm a little bit tired. I'm not as tired. So guys, not even a minute later, I changed my tent around. And I realized with my bag, look what happened. My tent just like fell down on me. I don't know if you can see it, but it's on me. Like I'm inside my tent and the walls are like all over. That let go outside. I'm sure more than one did. So I had to go do some fixing.
I planned to sleep warm, but the cold snuck in anyway. Restless night, you know the kind. Doze, wake up, change position, repeat. I watched the shadows shift across the ceiling of my tent, counting coyotes instead of sheep. Still worth it. That night I heard them. Coyotes. Yipping, echoing between the tin sheds and fair barns. Maybe they're the only ones left who visit this place in the winter. Thin blanket of sleep between cold and coyote calls. I dream in rust red. And now, just to keep things spicy, a little weather. Rain taps on tin roof. Old fairground sheds remember the rush of stampede. Nothing like a little rain to remind you you're one bad decision away from sleeping in a puddle.
I see, I fixed that tent cool because I kept on snapping on the ground. Look, the worst place to put my shoe. It's so cold on the inside. Morning, made it. It's a little cold out here. Yeah, no cops, no raccoons, no kids chasing baseballs. Just an okay sleep in the strangest place I've ever slept.
There's this thrill involved in doing something just a little bit outside the lines, but also this calm. No obligations, just the rustle of leaves and hum of old fairground dreams.
And it's really cold, so my fingers are freezing. I'm going to dig out my mitts and head home. I'm all packed up almost all packed up, ready to go. Cleaned up the garbage. I'm just going to take that to the dumpster and leave no trace. I'm going to make sure. Footsteps erased. No. Just dry where I used to lie. Morning takes the stage. Okay, all packed up. This is where I had my camp set up right there. There's nothing on the ground. I've got everything from inside this little shack. I've got my garbage right there. I'm gonna go put it in the dumpster, and then I'm gonna head home. Dry things out a little bit, including myself.
You don't always need a remote forest or mountain trail. Sometimes the adventure is hiding right in plain sight.
My concession stand, my blacksmith shop. Besides, who else can say they camped right next door to a blacksmith shop? I'm walking home quick, so I'm not up soon. I'll get a cup of coffee. Maybe I'll go back to sleep. Maybe I won't. But thanks for joining me on this haiku challenge. Until next time, happy trekking.